Hello everyone, this is mordenkaim, and welcome back to Feed the Beast, episode 4. And I've got quite a few updates since the last time you were here. I've been doing a lot of decorating and setting up of the main dome here, and this is what I've come up with. I've got some more lighting to do. Like I intend to light up the upper dome some with some of these Zycraft lights, and I've got this sort of random pattern going on here, which I really like how it turned out. And the way I went about that was I just created, I think, 10 different colors of all the shades of green and blue, both inverted and regular green and blue Zycraft lights. Creating those is not that difficult. You just create 4 pieces of Zycraft ingot here. So any 4 of these, and then 4 redstone, and 2 redstone, 2 glowstone. And you use torches if you want the inverted version, and regular redstone if you want the regular version, and then you take some dye and throw it in the middle. So I've got the dye over here. So if I wanted a green light, I would come over here and I would take it and do like this. So set 4 in the corner, the redstone here, glowstone here, and then a green light. So see, that gives you a Zycraft light. And you just change the color of the dye if you want to change the color of the light. And if you want a lighter version of the same color, you change these 2 to torches, or redstone torches, and that'll give you the inverted type. So that's all there is to it. Not too complicated to make, and they look pretty cool. It made a cool effect, so far pretty happy with it. So anyways, I was building this, and I was walking along here and just sort of minding my own business, and I was walking this way, not paying much attention, and then all of a sudden, whoa, what was that? Holy crap. So I was really kind of surprised. I was like, what's going on? I don't remember placing that. What is that? And I guess it sort of dawned on me somebody was trying to prank me. So I think it was Dust Rider. I've been asking around a little bit, and I think that's my culprit. So well played, sir. I was definitely surprised, and it definitely caught me off guard. So I'll be over shortly to pay you a visit and sort of return the favor. But for now, we'll take it down and keep a hold of it, because who knows, it may come in handy. And definitely made my heart jump a little bit, so throw that in there. And now I tried to record an episode here, and somehow the video messed up, and I had created quite a few items. And I'll show you what those items were now, and we'll go over those recipes. But I got all of these created, which is a big jump in technology. And like I said, I had it all in an episode, and it just didn't work out. So what we'll do is we'll go over how to create those, what we did real quick. And the first thing I did was create a regular blast furnace to make steel. And this recipe right here is how you make the blocks, or the blast furnace bricks. And I've got them right down here. And I've already got them set up over there from where I had set them up during that episode. And I'll recreate that and show you how it's built. And this is the recipe for it. I'm not going to make them because I've already got them made, obviously. But that's how you make them. So pull these in the inventory, and I'll put those away for now. And I think I had them up here. So let's put them here and throw that in there. So here's what a blast furnace looks like. It's another Railcraft item that works sort of like the coke oven. And what this is used for is mainly making steel ingots. So as you can see, these got 2 hollow blocks in the middle, and then it's just a 3x3, just like the coke oven, only with an extra hollow layer. So if I put these in, we get the blast furnace window, and we know we've got a blast furnace. If we want to make a steel ingot, we want a coal coke, and it takes 1 coal coke per ingot, and we'll take an iron ingot also. That'll be our materials. Put the iron ingot up top, coal coke down below, and this will smelt into a steel ingot like that. The reason I made those was so I could make the mining drill. So let me put this away. And the mining drill recipe is right here. So let's click R for the recipe there, and you can see it takes 5 steel plates, which you make the steel ingot in the Railcraft furnace. I actually didn't have to do that to make this, because when I was mining the abandoned mine shaft, I found a bunch of steel. I found something like 15 or 20 ingots of steel. So I was able to make this without that. And then it's just your standard electronic circuit and a battery. And this will charge inside of our bat box or inside of the MFE, which is the next thing I made. So I made the MFE, which takes these energy crystals. So these energy crystals, they've changed since the last time I played. These used to require a diamond, which you can still make them that way if you look at the recipes. They've got the industrial diamond surrounded by redstone, but one thing they added was that you can do it with a ruby. And I had plenty of rubies. I've got like a stack and a little over of rubies, so I can make plenty of these. So I made those out of the rubies, and let's go back to that recipe. And then these double insulated gold cables I actually want to make more of, because I may use those for some of the wiring when I place these machines. So let me get the recipe for that is just one gold bar surrounded by rubber. So let me get a gold bar out of here, and then I've got my rubber over here, and we'll put it in here. And then one little trick I learned from Dust Rider is this, where I can just click the recipe, and then if I have everything in there, I can shift click and it'll load it. I love that. So it's so much faster. And so that's how you make the cable for that MFE recipe. And with that, I created this, which gives me a whole lot more EU storage than the bat box did. So I'm going to use that, and what I wanted to hook to that was this thermal generator. And in order to do that, I had to create a geothermal generator. So I had both of those created. And let's look at the recipes for those. It's a geothermal generator, and then these Invar plates. Invar is 2 iron and 1 nickel. So I took 2 iron dusts and a nickel dust, which I got from using the pulverizer on iron ore, and created Invar, an Invar ingot from. So if we get here, here's your Invar blend, which is what you create by mixing 2 iron dusts and 1 nickel dust. Then you can turn those into ingots by smelting them. Then the ingots can then be turned into plates, and then those plates are used for this. So that's how I made the plates. And then 2 electronic circuits like we're used to, and the reinforced glass that we used for the semi-fluid generator. We had 7 pieces of that, so I just used another one of those. And the geothermal generator is very straightforward. 2 refined irons a generator, 2 empty cells, which is just 10 and a plus sign with the middle missing, and then 2 glass. And here's the empty cell recipe. So pretty easy to make, all stuff that I should be able to do. So I went ahead and did that, and I'm going to set those up. The other thing I wanted to do was make some glass fiber cable for that, and I'll do that so I don't lose any EU, because my ultimate goal with that is to come down here, and I want to set up my thermal generator down here, similar to what I did over here with the bat box. And then once the bat box is in here, so if I have, instead of the bat box, I'll set up the MFE. And the MFE will be right here, and I'll run the diamond cable straight up through here. I'll take out that panel and put it into the industrial blast furnace once I get that built. So that's going to probably be my next focus, is to get the industrial blast furnace and get it warm enough where I can at least do iridium, maybe titanium. I'll have to see what the recipes are and what the requirements are before I know how far I'll go with that, because I know that there's quite a bit that goes into building those. So that's really going to be my ultimate goal with getting this mid-level power built, is to get that industrial blast furnace up and running. So now that we've got that, we also created a lappack and an electric jetpack. We'll take a look at those recipes. The lappack I had to create a bat pack for, which actually I need to go into the other one. So right here. So I had to create the bat pack first, and I had to create an advanced circuit, which is just one of our circuits surrounded by glowstone, which I got from the nether, and then lapis and redstone dust. So it wasn't too hard to make. I made 2 of those because I need one for the jetpack as well. So 2 of those is what I made, and the bat pack is right here. Let's go to the recipe. The bat pack is this recipe, which is just 6 batteries, 10, and a electronic circuit. So I made all these in the previous failed episode, so I just wanted to catch you up on what I've done and what the recipes are for them. So that being said, I wanted to take you also, here's the recipe for the jetpack before we go. Just create a bat box like we had, the advanced circuit like I just showed you, 4 refined iron and 2 glowstone. So we created all these things, and we're ready to go with those, and I'll be laying them down soon. But one other thing I wanted to show you first was how I got the blaze powder, because you need blaze powder in order to create the bricks for the blast furnace here. and that's to make the magma cream. So one thing I found, and I think you guys probably saw it in a previous episode, was I had a nether fortress. Hang on, let me eat here. Had a nether fortress kind of pop up right outside my portal, so I was actually really lucky. And last time I came in here, these pigmen were aggroed on me again. I'm not real sure what I'm doing to make them mad, but I had one chasing me around and I had to kill them all off again. So it looks like I'm okay. Let's go up here, and you can see there's another fortress piece that's sticking out right by my portal. It's what, 70 meters away? So it's kind of perfect the way I got laid out here. I got really lucky with the way it's set up. And I've also got a huge lake of lava down there that I think I'm probably going to start mining or pumping back to the real world, if I can figure out how that works. So let's go here, and I did a little bit of exploring. I wanted to show you what I ran into, and this is where I got my blaze rods, because I was able to find a blaze spawner right here, probably, what, 150 blocks or so from my fortress. I mean, from my portal. So here's our blaze spawner right here. Do I have torches? I tried lighting this up, and they seem to mainly spawn in that other room, but occasionally I'm getting a spawn in here. So if that happens, I'm going to run, and I'll kill him from a distance. And last time I lagged a bit when he came in. There he is. Okay, he's on me. One more shot. Yep, and I got a blaze rod from him. But that's how I farm my blaze rods. Most of them were spawning inside here, like that guy. And I could just hit him. Alright. We won't play with him too much, but you get the idea. And I'll kill him off since he's here. Oh, lag. Back up. Scary. Oh, blaze rod. Whoa, get out of there. Whoa. Run. Whew, that was close. Gotta love it. Okay, heart's pumping. Get out of there before that gets any more dangerous. Alright, so now I've got this cobblestone here pointing the way back home. So we'll run back and we'll start setting up our machines. At least get the basic locations for them set up, and then I'll connect them with wire off the air just so you guys can see how I'm going to use it. And then I'm going to start figuring out how to actually use these things. The other thing that I wouldn't mind doing, since I've got blaze rods, is setting up a potion brewing station. And I probably need to start getting myself some armor, because as you can see, a couple hits and I'm hurting. So really need to get armored up. We'll have to work on that too. So what we'll do is we'll go back here and we'll get set up with some stuff, and then we'll probably take a break here and I'll get some more stuff together and we'll continue on. One thing I did do is build this netherrack kind of sticking out, trying to get the effect of the nether sort of taking over my dome and starting to creep in. I think it turned out pretty good the way it looks like it's just kind of coming in and taking over. So these pumpkins are temporary, of course, until I get a few more Zycraft lights made. Alright. So the first thing I want to do now that we're back is, let me see, components, drop off our blaze rod prize, and let's set up some of our new machines. Really, all I've got to set up is the thermal and the MFE, but it's sort of a big deal. I mean, it's definitely a step up in power generation. So what I want to do is I want it to line up. I think I'm going to set the blast furnace here, and I'm not sure how it works, whether it has to be in the center or not, but if it does, I want to come right up through here to that thermal or the blast furnace block. So what that means is I kind of want to set my MFE right here, where I'm standing. Can I do that and get away with it? See here, well, I suppose I could come up, yeah, let's do it that way. Come up a little further, and I could always turn with that diamond cable, because I want the same layout. So let's just do it that way. Being kind of anal about it, but let's set the output to the back, and we'll set up the thermal generator right here. And I've never used one of these before. It looks like it works the same as the semi-fluid, so it's the same exact interface. So I imagine I can put lava cans right here, and then I'll generate that, and I'll put a cabling through here, and then once I get the blast furnace set up, it might be an output coming out this way and going straight up, because then I could put 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and right here I could put the blast furnace block. So I'll play around with that a little bit. One other thing I want to do is I want to go up and look at this thing from the surface. I like to do that every now and then because it's a good way to look at the progress, and I really like the look of it. So we'll run up and take a look as it is, and we will call this portion of the episode right there. So let's get up here real quick, because this is really the major effect that I'm going for with this, is I really want a nice look from the surface. And as you can see, those Zycraft blocks really add a lot to it. They give it some accent, and they show the shape pretty well, and keeps it nice and lit up, so it's really visible from the surface. So it's kind of what I'm going for. I'm real happy with the look and how it turned out. So we'll take a little bit of a break here. I'll go get some stuff together to get started towards the industrial blast furnace, and we will be back shortly. Okay, we're back, and we've done quite a bit of gathering. I went out to get some more coal because I made so much of that coal coke that I was starting to run out right at the right chest. And I've used quite a bit of it to make what we need. What I have ready, the industrial blast furnace is going to take a few steps. And let me show you what we've got together so far. These will make advanced machine casings, which we need 4 of those for what we're going to do now. I've got to make 2 induction furnaces, and I'm also going to keep 1 for myself because they're very fast, so especially after they heat up. So I've got what I need here. It's going to take 3 advanced machine blocks to make 3 induction furnaces, and then I need the additional advanced machine block to make the industrial blast furnace. Now this is just the 1 block. I also need to do the multi-blocks, which is going to take quite a bit more. I've got some of that together, but not all. So for this part, what I want to talk about are a few different things. First of all, I want to start getting into equivalent exchange a little bit, and I'm going to make my inert stone and my minium stone. So let's start by making that. This is the inert stone recipe, and this is used for transmutations. So you can change like 4 gold blocks into a diamond. There's all kinds of stuff you can do. So I'm going to start playing around with it a little bit. So I need to make the tools for it. So let's start with the inert stone. Just look it up. Do our standard way here, or new standard way. And let's look that up. And got my inert stone. And then we just need to surround it with minium shards here to make the minium stone. Alright, let's test that out and see if we can make a diamond out of it. I've never done it. I think it's 4 diamond blocks, not 5. And let's craft it. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty cool. And then the minium stone takes a little damage. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Alright, so then there's tons of recipes with that, but I'll play with that later. The other thing I wanted to look at, I said I needed to get some armor, so I was going to start playing with power armor. So I'm going to make the basic power armor pieces, and I'm going to make the stand for it. So this is the power armor tinker table. I think that's the right name for it. So if I come here and look up power armor, right there it is. Power armor tinker table, done and done. I don't even know how big that is. So let's go place that. I kind of want that to be up here for now, so we'll just set it right here in the middle. Okay. No modular power suit items. Well, I've got everything I need to make those. So let's first start by making the wiring, which is 2 gold nuggets and a redstone in the middle. Like so. There's the wiring for it. And then we're going to make one of each piece. And they're laid out in here, all the iron I need. Here's the other part. I'm just going to take them all in and we'll make them from the patterns. So plenty of iron ingots, I just wanted to make sure I had enough. So they're all laid out. And then let's go here and do power armor head. I just want one of those. Torso. Ooh, whoops, I just did the head again. Well, I guess I have 2 power armor helmets now. Torso. Well, I guess I have to take this stuff out of here. Torso is really the one. I think that's the one that you can get the jetpack on eventually. Still not sure how this works. We'll do legs and probably on feet. I may not even get that because the long fall boots sound really interesting to me. So we'll just go ahead and get legs for now, and I'll make the feet on my own. I mean, it's not that hard to do. So there's the legs. I did it again. Dang it. All right. Well, I have 2 torsos and 2 helmets. I have plenty to play with, and nothing like wasting some resources. So let's see what it takes to make the wiring. It was just 2 redstone, 2 gold nuggets, right? So let's do that real quick so I can make the other pieces. 2 gold nuggets, 2 redstone, no big deal. A little more iron, but oh well. I'll store those, and if I mess it up, I can use that. Based on what I've been doing, I'll probably end up messing them up anyways. So there's some wiring, and let's try not to make the same item twice. Power armor legs, 1 of them, and let's clean this out. And then power armor feet, 1 of them. And clean this out. Okay. Now let's put these back in components. Wiring can go there, and we can save our extra stuff in tools. Here. So our extra torso and our extra helmet can go in there. So now if I look here, well, that's pretty cool. Alright, I'm going to play around with that a little bit before I'm ready to go on it, but that's a cool addition at least. So we'll go ahead and put this stuff into the tools for now, and we'll play with that in a little bit. Okay, so to continue on, what else do we have in here? Looks like we're moved on to this point. I wanted to make some glass fiber cable so I can use that to hook up all the machines. So let's do that. I've got the glass, and electrum gives us 8 pieces. And electrum is just a gold dust and a silver dust mixed together. That gives you 2 electrum dust, and then you can smelt those to make the electrum ingots. It's not too hard to make. And let's make glass fiber cable. Alright, glass right there, and I want this recipe right here. Alright, so now, also while I was away, I collected 64 of the lava cans and got them ready. So this thing's pretty full up and ready to go, so all I have to do is hook it up. So there's that, and I'll put a piece right there for the output. And we'll expand on that later. I'm going to store this in the EU for now. We're going to use it once we get our blast furnace done. Okay, so the next thing we need to do to continue with our blast furnace is create a rolling machine. And this is the recipe for it right here. Crafting table, 4 pistons, 4 iron. So we'll pull that in, and we'll go ahead and create the rolling machine. So rolling, there we go, and that is powered by Buildcraft Power MJ, and I've already got some of that set up. So this is what we need to create the rings. I can't remember what they're called for the industrial blast furnace, but if we look at that recipe, this is why we need it. If you look at the industrial blast furnace, it takes these heating coils, that's what they're called, so the coils. I've got the advanced block already. I've got 2 electronic circuits, and I've got 2 induction furnaces ready to go. So once we get the rolling machine set up and get these going, we should be well on our way. So let's go ahead and get these in our inventory, and we'll go ahead and place that rolling machine. Now, I've never placed one of these before, so we'll see what happens with that. But I can put it right here, I would think, and it should power it. Then, I think it was, hold on a sec, let me get the order right. So copper on the, or let's say nickel on the corners, and then copper in the middle. So copper, nickel, and then, wait a minute, does that just kind of, oh, okay, so I need power to craft it, it looks like. So let me get a couple coal coke to get this powered up. Probably put 3 or so in there because we've got 2 recipes running on it now, or 2 machines running on it. So let's get 6, 3 in each. So 3 in there, 3 in there. There we go. So the rolling machine's going. Wow, that's faster than I thought it would be. Okay. And we'll get those also. This really won't take all that long. I might take that extra coal out of there then. We'll let these power up. Should be fine on just the one piece. I was expecting that to take longer. Okay, so now all we have to do to craft the industrial blast furnace is, let's put these back in here, and let's get the other pieces together. So we've got them in these, let's go ahead and do the advanced machine casings. Should be able to do 4 of those. So let's go here. Wait for that to switch to the right one. And the advanced machine block. This is what we want. So there's 4 of those. And that makes it where we can do our induction furnaces. Oh, I need to go pull up those other 2 that I was using. Yep. So got one here. I think they're empty. Yep. So let's get rid of that and get rid of that. So now I have 3 electric furnaces in the inventory too. So now I should be able to make 3 induction furnaces. 2 of those will be used for the recipe, and 1 will be used for my own use. So let's get the induction furnaces built. 3 of those. And there's 1 of those, and I think I have everything I need now. Oh, I need to grab the circuit boards out of here. So I've got them in here. There they are. And this will give us the main block for the industrial blast furnace. So there's that, and we got our industrial blast furnace. Now it's a matter of creating all of the machine casings for use in the blast furnace. So it's basically, I've got to build this structure out of advanced machine casings, I think is what they're called. They're done with steel plates. And let me take a look at that recipe. Let's just do advanced. Right. No, it's reinforced. So reinforced machine casing. So if we look at that, I've got to go ahead and get this stuff together, and it's got 6 steel plates on each side, and we have to make 9 sets because we have to have enough to fill it up. Now I know that I could mix and match, but I'm just going to go ahead, I think, and make the middle of the road ones and just skip the lower machine casings. It's going to take me a little longer to get that together, but I think it'll be worth it in the long run. And I've already got the steel plates done for this. They're over here. So there's all of our steel plates, and then all I've got to do are the advanced circuits and there's going to be, I guess, 18 of those. And then I'm also going to need 9 of the advanced machine blocks, which is going to take a ton of coal, which I don't have. So we're about to time, so I'm going to call this episode here, and we'll come back with episode 5, and hopefully I'll have the reinforced machine casings ready, and we'll get this thing up and running. Stay tuned.